Hey y'all, what's up? What's good? What's happening? It's Jessie, and today we're going to be talking about how to build your perfect pull list. So, if you want to know what exactly a pull list is or any information around the concept of a pull list, I did write a blog post down below that also has some of these tips and some tips that aren't in this video. So, I'd appreciate it if you just click that link and went to it. So, essentially, what a pull list is a reserved list for your local comic book store to pull particular comics each month that you request for them to. So this helps them out a lot. It also helps you out a lot so that you never miss a title. So my first tip to building your perfect pull list is to choose one store. I know that sounds really hard since there are so many different comic book stores out there, and some of them are pretty great. You can even order online from a lot of them. But it's very important, I feel like, to just choose one store. It just helps with managing your pull list a lot better. It helps with some of the other tips that I have. And it's just great to have that one store that you can go in and know the store, know the layout, know what titles they normally carry, know the people. I just feel like it's really good when you just have that one store that you frequent a lot. That doesn't mean that you can't go to other stores, because trust me, I go to a lot of stores. I travel. Whenever I travel, I seek out a comic book store to go to. But I just feel like having that one home base is just very, very important, and it really does help with managing your pull list. My second tip for managing your pull list is to budget. This seems like it would be, common sense, but trust me, it's not. As a girl that used to have over $100 worth of comics on her pull list a month, I had to reevaluate my life and actually budget. And these are single issues, not trades, graphic novels. This was $100 worth of singles that my comic book store would pull for me each month. So I think now I'm only at $25, which is great, because if you do the math, which I'm not that great at math, but if you do the math, $100 is $1,200 a year for comic books. And that was just something that I felt was ridiculous, especially when I like to get trades too, and graphic novels and toys. So I had to reevaluate my list and actually cut it a lot to get down to that $25 a month budget. But some of these other tips can help you get to that budget. Trust me, it's possible. My number 3 tip for building your perfect pull list is to update your list frequently. I try to update my list every 4 months, but also I update it as I'm going if a title or isn't going the way I would like for it to, or I'm just getting a little tired reading it. Updating your list does keep your budget down. It also allows you to discover new titles if that's your thing. I've had some things on my pull list for years, and then I've had some things on my pull list for only a few months or a few weeks. It really just does depend on what you like to read and things like that. But reading tastes change, titles change, so you do have to kind of update your list with your comic book store as frequently as you feel necessary, so that you can keep that list, keep your costs down, keep that list the way you want it, and informing your comic book store of your ever-changing reading desires. My number 4 tip on building your perfect pull list is to follow your favorite comic book companies and comic creators on social media. Now, I'm pretty sure we all follow our favorite companies and all follow our favorite creators, but when you're building your pull list, it's extremely important, I feel like, to follow them so that you know what upcoming titles companies are coming out with, what titles your favorite creators are working on. That way you never really miss any news in case you want to go update your pull list with these new titles and maybe take other titles off or increase your budget. I follow all of my favorite companies. I also follow all of my favorite writers and artists, and I'm up to date with all of their current projects. I just feel like following comic news in general is very important, especially if you're going to be a stickler about your pull list or what you collect and read. Following comic book websites or blogs is also a good thing, because they normally have the news first, even before your creator might post it, or even before the actual company makes like an official announcement. So I follow Comics Alliance, CBR. Those are 2 of my big ones. I just really think following on social media certain companies and websites is a great way to just keep tabs on the news, keep tabs on what's coming out, to be able to update your list accordingly. And my number 5 tip is to build rapport with your comic book store. This I had a hard time doing because I'm new to frequenting comic book stores. I started going to them monthly in 2010. Before that, I was scared to death. I'm going to be honest, to walk in a comic book store. I'm a black woman and I didn't know how that was going to go over well. But now that it's been, 6 years since I started going to my local comic book store, I have built a rapport with all the workers and the owner of the store. This is just very important because let's say I want a comic, I'm in another comic book store and there's a comic there and I'm not sure whether my comic book store has it or whether they've already pulled it for me. I jump on the phone and call and they know me once I call. Like, they're like, oh yeah, Jessica, hey, what's up? You got this and this and this. And I love that because I don't think that I have that kind of relationship with any other store that I go in. But I just love being able to kind of just walk in my store, feel welcome, feel like I know the people that are in there. I also have gotten discounts just from being a very loyal customer to the store. So once you pick that one store, remember tip number one, once you pick that one store, definitely continue going back, make friends with the people that work there, learn their schedules, learn their likes and dislikes, talk about comics and movies and things with them. It's just great. It becomes a hangout. It becomes its own little social community, and that's why I really love going to my comic book store. And thank you guys for watching. I hope these tips were really useful to you. Be sure to check out my blog post for more tips and more information about pull lists. And also like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. It's free. You don't have to pay anything. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.